What's going on, all my loyal Dragonites out in the Dragon Den? King of Dragons 5000 is back with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Superheroes Broly. Getting Broly out of the package, we are greeted with a very impressive figure, but before we have a look at his details, let's run through his accessories. Broly comes with 4 different facial plates which look really impressive, as well as various hands for style posing. Finally, we get a dynamic hair sculpt for Ultimate Gohan. Other than that, Broly really doesn't come with much, so he is rather light on accessories. So with his accessories out of the way, let's get a closer look at his details. Broly is looking very nice and looks just like he did in the Dragon Ball Superheroes movie. For the most part, this is 50% a new figure and 50% of a figure we've already had a look at. I do believe the hair sculpt has been used on the original Super Broly, but the head on this figure looks much better in terms of paint applications. His face is cleaner and looks more like it did in the anime. It's a very impressive head sculpt here on Broly. Broly is wearing his gray compression gear that we saw in the movie. As seen in the movie, Broly's compression gear is very tight and you can see all the muscle striations on his chest, abdomen, and on his back. It is very faithful, transitioning from movie to action figure. The compression gear also goes on his arms, which these are a very new sculpt because they are slightly slimmer than the original Broly figure. The wristbands are still very nice with the white and black accents. And then of course he does have his exposed fists. The lower half of this figure has been seen before both on the Wrath State Broly and on the Super Saiyan Broly. Ba's ear is nicely done, where on this version they did use a matte finish on the inside of Ba's ear. The lime green that they went with is very vibrant and I do like it. Broly is also wearing his signature purple tights. These tights are so tight it shows all the muscle striations on his thighs and calves. Very nicely sculpted muscles makes Broly an impressive looking figure. Broly's boots are nicely done, they do mirror his wristbands, and then we have green toe tips. So overall, this is still a very nice looking figure despite the fact it being half of a figure we've already seen before. The new slimmer torso does make him very different from that original Super Broly. So with his details out of the way, let's get him compared to our usual suspects. Here we have Broly posed next to a Marvel Legends Cyclops and DC Multiverse Superman. Mattel's WWE Elite Series and Mezco's One-Shot Collective Popeye the Sailor Man. The Lightning Collection White Ranger and the Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. Here we have him posed next to various superhero movie figures. And finally we have Broly posed next to the Wrath State Broly and the Full Power Broly. So Broly here does stack up nicely to other figures in your collection. So with that out of the way, let's move on to his articulation. Broly has a ball joint in the head and in the neck, ball jointed butterfly joints and ball socketed shoulders. Arms go out to the side and do a full 360. He has bicep swivel and double hinged elbows. Ball hinge in his wrists, ball hinge upper torso and ball hinge lower torso. Hinged ball joints go forward, back, out to the side, and we have some thigh swivel. Double hinge in his knees, ball hinge in his ankle, and finally a toe hinge. Despite being a bigger figure, Broly here has some very impressive articulation. So with everything said and done about Broly, let's move on to my final thoughts. The SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Superheroes Broly is a nice figure to own. He is very different from the Wrath State Broly, which we had a look at several years ago, but there is enough difference here to warrant the pickup. I love the paint apps on his face. Bandai did an exceptional job capturing the look from the movie and bringing it to action figure form. And because he's not in his Wrath State, I do like the fact that Bandai took careful consideration to giving him a slimmer body. Yes, his torso is rather plain, just being in that gray compression suit, but overall that's what he wore in the movie, so I really can't knock the figure about that detail. And in case you're wondering, you can take the Rat State Broly or the Super Saiyan Broly and put that head on this figure. And just like with all the other superhero figures, we do get another part for the Ultimate Gohan. I'm a fan of this Broly and I do like the way he came out, although I can see why some people might not like it. The only downside to this Broly is that he was a Bandai exclusive figure, so if you missed out on the pre-order, secondhand market is the only way to get this figure at this point. If you're a fan of the Superheroes movie, or just a fan of Broly in general, you might want to take a look at this figure. With that being said, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, and check out all my other Dragon Ball videos. Check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, videos, and other goodies, and ring that bell so you never miss another video. And until next time, my fellow Dragon Knights, coming from the Dragon Den, I'm King of Dragons 5000, reminding you to redesign, rebuild, and reclaim. I'll see you next time.